Today we're going to go over the top carnivore and ketogenic diet supplements. And y'all know I hate supplements, but they do have their place. Welcome everyone to my very humble channel. Let's get on to this video subject about supplements because my ass is tired. They're building my house and everything's all over the place right now. But do you need supplements on ketogenic and carnivore diets? I hate supplements, but you definitely need one in particular. But let's break down for those who might need more than one. The one that you actually need is magnesium. There's just not enough of it in the meat or in the soil. There just isn't. We have destroyed our soil. You could do it in the form of transdermal, lotion, spray. You should do it 2 to 3 times a day of magnesium chloride on the skin, or magnesium glycinate, which is highly absorbable. Magnesium glycinate is pretty amazing. You actually feel it quite well. It affects your central nervous system, so people who are very high cortisol would benefit from glycinate or bisglycinate. Helps you sleep, helps you relax, helps with the muscle cramps and the heart, getting oxygen to the heart. And then there's L-theanate. That's good for the brain, for those who've got like chronic headaches or depression. There is magnesium malate, which is similar to glycinate, but glycinate is also always superior. There's citrate. That's going to help draw water to the colon for those who are constipated, but it's not as good for sleep and for the central nervous system like glycinate. Yes. Those are the main types of magnesium. But then we have, so that's the magnesium, number one. The other supplementation that could be advantageous is milk thistle for the liver. A lot of you guys are having issues with your liver enzymes. A lot of you, I hate to say it, people have high blood sugar. They're toxic. Their gallbladders are not functioning properly. It's not a bad idea to do milk thistle because milk thistle is good for the liver and the gallbladder. Potassium. I only recommend potassium to people who cannot tolerate avocados that are very high in potassium. And if you can't tolerate potassium citrate, which is the type of potassium that is more safe to the liver and kidneys, still not safe, but more safe. Next would be bicarbonate, not chloride, people, which is in element in keto chow. Garbage. It's cheap, so don't do the potassium chloride. What else? There is potassium bicarbonate, citrate, glycinate, but citrate really is the best. And if you can't tolerate citrate, you might look towards meat broth, or, which is not a supplement, but meat broth or shellfish, some cruciferous vegetables. Taurine, glycine, ox bile, tutga. I know there's more. Those are all good for the gallbladder, either to help emulsify and scrub down the fat or to help the release of that fat through the biliary duct system to break down the fat so you can get into ketosis. The weird zone would be the ashwagandha, the berberine. You don't need them necessarily. Ashwagandha to relax you, berberine to get your blood sugar down. You really don't need those supplements. What about the vitamin D? Not my favorite. Pretty toxic. Sometimes it crystallizes in the small intestine, and sometimes you just see the stuff in the blood, or sometimes you're just peeing it out. Not a fan of vitamin D. Get some sun or use a UVA, UVB lamp. Yeah. Zinc and copper you can get from shellfish or liver. Iodine, do not do the Lugos. Absolutely hardcore no. Toxic, toxic, toxic. Especially without selenium. So people are taking like Lugos with selenium synthetic. No. Seafood. Oysters have both. Without the fear of developing any type of issues taking Lugos with the C word. It rhymes with Prancer. Beta hydroxybutyrate salts, scam. MCT oil, scam. Element keto chow that I mentioned prior, scam. Don't need it. Don't take it. Multivitamins, toxic. Yeah. You gotta be smart. You only need what you need. Once you guys do a complex, you might have too much, let's say vitamin E, or you're taking keratin on top of eating liver, too much vitamin A. Hard no. You can get most of your vitamins and minerals from real food. You don't need a multivitamin complex garbage. Digestive enzymes, good or bad? It depends on the individual. Things like betaine HCl and protease, lipase. Lipase is great for those who have a gallbladder issue. If you don't need lipase. If you can break down your protein, you don't need protease. And you don't need to take a complex if your digestion is fine. Betaine HCl for those who've got heartburn, who have a hard time breaking down all that meat, for those who eat too much protein. Yeah. And the ancestral supplements, they are sort of a scam in the sense that they oxidize and people do not put them in the refrigerator or freezer. They have you eat 6 of these capsules a day so you could stay on a monthly subscription. Scam. Don't need them. Don't. But colostrum, not a bad idea. Thymus, not a bad idea. You can get a lot of these things from real food. Yeah. But the main one that you actually need is magnesium. You can't escape it whatsoever. Can't escape it. I hope this helps. And I'm out because I'm tired as frack. I feel like I'm doing this video in slow motion. I have energy, but I don't have energy tonight because, yeah. Getting the house built in. I'll show you a little snapshot of my glorious, massive window, wall of windows home. To have your first home at 56. Oops. But it is a friggin' gorgeous dream. So I feel very grateful. If you guys want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com and book a consultation if you feel like you need help. I've been doing this for a long time. I very much understand electrolytes. I understand the thyroid and the gallbladder and the sleepless nights and the fibromyalgia and the pain and the reproductive hormonal issues and the blood sugar. Yeah, it's a thing. When you talk to enough people, you actually learn something. The framing of my house is almost done. Yeah. And then I will finish the content for the 30-day challenge and I will release the date. It's been hard. I wanted to release it a year ago. But then so many things come up because I've never lived on raw land before with a bunch of big animals. Who would have thunk it would have been a lot harder than I assumed? But I still will get it all done. Comment below, what supplements are you taking or not taking? Share this content because that's how people find me on this humble channel. And I'm out because I got to edit this biatch. Too late at night. Peace. Sort of energy.